8 teams remain in the quest to claim Mr. Kelly's Cup. The next playoff round is here, and we'll preview all 4 series. Thinking about next season yet? One team is, plus highlights from every division semifinal series. We hope you're all taped up and ready to go. Another special expanded edition of ECHL Week starts now.
Welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. This time we come to you from the SNHU Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire, home of the Manchester Monarchs. It's the Kelly Cup playoffs. You want highlights? You got highlights. Let's take a look at all 8 first-round matchups. And since we're in Manchester, we'll start with the North Division.
Near side corner, Bergen plays behind his net. Linhart turns it over. Pirog right out in front, sends it far side. A shot in front, and they score! Puck is still loose along the near side boards. Henry centering pass to the slot. Manchester knocks it aside for a moment. And now Falkowski trying to clear, turns it over again. A shot and a save by Williams. It's loose, and they score. Smatula bangs it home behind Williams. And the Thunder tie it at 1. Give it to Carlisle. Now to the far side point. Kolomatis, top of the circle. His wrist shot looking out in front. Dufour with the tap home, and he scores! Kevin Dufour lights the lamp. Henry dumps into the offensive zone off the glass to the near side wall. Edward tries to poke it out to the point. Manchester coming the other way. A potential breakaway. Michael Doherty shorthanded on the forehand. A shot, and he scores! Michael Doherty shorthanded. Kirker wheels it out to the far side. Kept in at the blue line by Miramonov. Now to the near side, Falkowski to the center of the slot, a shot, and they score! Mercier, high slot, holds, fires, blocked in front. Falkowski near side wing, holding on to it with 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Centers a feed right out in front. Jennings turns to the far side, a pass out in front, and they score! Out to the blue line, kept in by Bergen. Now down low, Salhaney lets it go through for Walchuk. Wizamirski buries Walchuk in the corner. Monarchs clear it all the way down the ice. The open net, and they score! And the Monarchs come away with a 7-1 victory and are moving on to round 2 of the Kelly Cup playoffs.
Gold at center, chipped off the boards, and indeed Kluk gets there first. Out in front, cross ice, they score! Scott Pooley! Michael Gartag has it stolen away in the corner in the forecheck. And now David Tallerani's alone, and he scores! The second straight game with a short-handed goal for David Tallerani. Back to the point and back to Tallerani. Playing catch with Ciampini as he works it down low. Back up top, Tallerani across, one-timer off the goalpost. They score the rebound. Ciampini.
At 2-2, what a goal by Scott Pooley, and what a pass that was indeed.
And it's taken by Jelinek with 15 seconds to go. Jelinek at center, and he comes on the left wing. Oh, a high hit there. Jelinek is down, and a power play upcoming.
He's up on his feet, and
Thank goodness.
he obviously got dummied there, but back up he is.
Good fight there, freed up there, back to the point. Ferguson's got it. Ferguson across to Jardine as the Growlers get set. Here comes a shot. They score! They score! The series is over! Your Growlers have won it in overtime! Sam Jardine, he's done it! Your Growlers have a date with the Manchester Monarchs as the teams take to center ice.
I think that was important not just for tonight, moving forward into the next series, to get the confidence in the penalty kill, because the first 2 games, Adirondack did a really nice job against us. Newfoundland won the division for a reason. It's going to be a great series. It's going to be a great battle.
It's a really quick turnaround against a team that's playing very good hockey. I mean, you saw the way that series went against a really good hockey team in Adirondack, and so they're a good team, and we've had some success against them this year, but success in the regular season means nothing.
One coach is on his way out, and one general manager is recognized when ECHL Week continues.
savings on the ice, go with Braden Holtby. For savings off the ice, go with Geico, proud partner of the NHL.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hi, I'm Callum Booth of the Florida Everblades, and you're watching ECHL Week.
We open today's news segment taking a look at a Central Division team making a coaching change. Bernie John will not be returning as Indy's head coach. Fuel chairman and owner Jim Hallett said, "Bernie and I had a chance to sit down after the season, and after sharing our individual thoughts, we decided that it would be best for the organization to go in a different direction." John has been part of the Fuel coaching staff since the team's first year, starting as an assistant coach before taking over as the club's second head coach late in the 2015-16 season. The Fuel made its only Kelly Cup playoff appearance a year ago with John behind the bench. Indy finished 2 points from a playoff spot this past season. John's record with the Fuel, 99, 110, and 20. A search has started to find the team's next head coach as the club prepares for its 6th ECHL season. Rob Murray of Tulsa has been recognized as the ECHL's top general manager. In a vote of league coaches, Murray, in his second season as the team's coach and director of hockey operations, piloted the team to a 16-point improvement over the previous season and Tulsa's first playoff berth since 2015. The Oilers, in their 5th ECHL season, won their first division title despite an 11-game winless skid that stretched through most of December. Previously, Murray spent 6 years as head coach of the Alaska Aces, including leading the team to the Kelly Cup title in 2014.
Hi, I'm Scott Moldenhauer of the Tulsa Oilers, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Here's Max. He's going to tell you it's time to take a look at the first round highlights from the Central Division semifinals.
Been there as well. Stewart will glove it down, but he couldn't control it. We go back behind the net. Spiza with it. In front. Here's a shot. Score.
Yep, they got loose. They moved around. They didn't cover the man in front.
Over onto the far side to Shaw. Shaw scoots it over to Campagna. He'll take a shot. Save made. Rebound.
Score! There we go.
Shaw. So it's a power play goal. We're tied. Now the walleye trying to get it back. Cody Soul sends it around.
Come on, Shaw.
Coming to the blue line. Can't catch up to it. Here's a shot. It is blocked. Doesn't get through. But they got a man right out in front. Shot. Save made by Foucault. And the rebound goes in. Walleye dig it out. The long stretch pass going to be knocked down by Knight. But they're going to come across Sadaway with a shot. He scores. And it's going to come right to Spiza. Empty net goal. And they're going to give it to Sadaway.
45 left. Here comes Schultz. He finds a lane down the near side. He shoots and scores. Nobody picked up Jesse Schultz coming down the right side. Justin Vive in the slot, rolling toward the net. Backhand on. It's deflected and they score. Vive was hustling the entire way, and it actually deflects off the foot of Bradley. Turned over to Dorwitz. Dorwitz walks in, shoots one on. Hildebrand makes the save as Spencer Dorwitz hustling. It goes out in front. Justin Vivey scores. Far boards once again thrown toward the empty net. Icing here waved off. Brady Vale picks it up. He scores. Empty net goal for Cincinnati.
Highlights from the semifinals in both the South and Mountain divisions, next on ECHL Week.
ECHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Ready for the wrist shot and scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, I'm AJ White of the Idaho Steelheads, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Even when you're doing a TV show, you still got to take time to work out. Let's take a look at the highlights from the South Division semifinal series.
That allows the Blades a 2-on-1. Right wing, Pletzer! They score! Blake Winicky from Kyle Pletzer! Over to the point for Shapiro. Had his pass blocked by Thompson. Got it back though. Fed up behind the goal. Trying to get Newberry and did. Feet out front. One-time blast! And they score! Boy, in and out of the net in a hurry. His shot tipped wide. Rebound roll back out front. McCarron is there. He scores! John McCarron makes the Blades lead again. High slot Finn. Left side. Thompson stepped in. Big to Finn in front. Jammed on goal. They score! It's Tommy Thompson, who got it back for Florida. He fell down. Then McCarron got it big. Put it out front. Rebound left circle. And they score! Alex Taj! 3 goals in 2 minutes. To it, tapped up by side of the zone. Here we go again. 2-on-1. Winicky right side holds, cuts the slot, shoots. He scores! Oh my goodness!
Here comes a 2-on-1 for the Solar Bears. Chernichen trying to get back on Thompson. Thompson scores! The wrist shot by Taylor Thompson beats Parker Milner, and the Orlando Solar Bears have taken a 1-0 lead. And out of the center for Brodzinski. His shot deflected in. Hunter Fegis gets credit for the goal on the redirect at the side of the Stingrays net. Cam Askew hops on a loose puck, moves into the zone. Nice pass from McKernan. McKernan in front, shot, score! Kevin McKernan with his first playoff goal. Into the zone, a bouncing puck for McCauley. Open man in front is Burke, and it's into the net. It went in off Tim Davison. Burke threw it in front, and it went off Davison and behind Parker Milner. And now the Rays are back in possession. Grant Bessie enters near side, centering pass, picked up by Askew. Nice move to the backhand, taken down, penalty coming, and a score! Grant Bessie is there to slap it home. Nuttall tried to move it forward. He was stopped. Now Hunter Fegis has got a man open on the far side, and they score. Yoni Tamala puts the Solar Bears back ahead, 4-2. Face-off won by Askew. Killens to Chernichen, lost it out of the zone, taken away by Fegis, and he'll have a chance to finish it. He does. The Solar Bears score an empty net goal with 3:03 left. Stingrays qualified for the playoffs, but lose in the opening round of the Orlando Solar Bears. A final score of 5-2 tonight. The Solar Bears eliminate the Stingrays by a series score of 4-1 in advance to the South Division Finals for the second consecutive season.
The Mountain Division series were grueling. Let's check out the highlights from both of those series.
Scooped up though by Canisto and led ahead for T-Sink on a breakaway, in on goal to his backhand. He scores! Ryan T-Sink draws first blood for the Oilers. It's 1-0 here in Game 7. In behind the Oiler cage is Moldenhauer, chased by Van Warmer. T-Sink tries to clear. Good pinch by Watson. T-Sink gets it back. Plays it to the half wall. No further, though, as DeRoche will cycle it down low. Watson plays it in behind the Oiler net. DeRoche chases. He's crunched by Canisto, but has help from Van Warmer. Threw it off Williams. They score. That was from beneath the goal line. And this game is tied at 1. It's Jared Van Warmer. He'll angle it off the glass. Knocked down by Dosty. Back up towards the point. Forney steps up to pinch. The puck deflects up in the air. Van Warmer with the pressure. Dosty finds it. Left circle, Perfetto. Centers for Pleskach. He scores! Adam Pleskach puts Tulsa back in front on the power play. Brado knocks it down at the Oiler line. Pickpocketed was DeRoche. Here's Perfetto, right circle. Box in, fire save. Rebound. They score! Dostie kicked it onto his tape and buries it. 3-1, 35 seconds into the period. Dostie's 7th, and the Oilers have their first 2-goal lead of Game 7. Back in the Maverick zone. Up the near side. Kansas City can't clear. Jared Thomas throws it on goal. They score! That's the second for T-Sink. It's 4-1, a minute 16 into the second. Brought back in now by Betzold on the right wing for the Mavericks. Stops at the half wall. Centers for Carzo. Fires, it's blocked. Still loose in the skates of Moldenauer. Now a shot, they score! It's Darian Derzinski, and the Mavericks have cut their deficit to 2. Perfetto out to center for Dostie. Back over to Steven Perfetto, left wing into the zone. He'll try to center for Dostie. Tipped. They score! Dostie has another one, and it's 5-2 with 15:22 left. It's Tulsa time in Game 7, and for the first time since 2011, the Oilers have won a playoff series. They're on to the Mountain Division Finals.
Yulee, guarded by McParlin. Yulee skates over, centering pass to Herbert. Shot and a score! Flying down the ice, he's got a 2-on-2 over to the right wing. Still has back to Phelan, he shoots, he scores! As Barron guarded by Samuelson. Samuelson takes it away, centering feed, shot and a score, and that does it. That's the game, that's the series, and that is the season as Kyle Schemp got a centering feed, and that does it.
Previews of all 4 division final series are straight ahead on ECHL Week.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I had to work to get where I am. Nothing was given to me. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the strongest. But I will work the hardest. I drink Cocoa 5 because it keeps me hydrated and lets me focus on doing what I love. This game takes a toll on my body, but I can't take any days off. It's a grind, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Cocoa 5, keeping you in the game.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Hi, I'm Mitch Holtz, and I'm on the Orlando Solar Bears, and you are watching ECHL Week.
8 teams still have the Kelly Cup in their sights. Let's take a look at all 4 division final playoff series. We start in the South Division, where Florida and Orlando will do postseason battle for the 4th time in the last 5 seasons. Although the Everblades have prevailed in all of the previous series, the teams might be as evenly matched as ever this time around. The season series was an even split. Both teams have good size, solid goaltending that doesn't have much pro experience, and versatility on their forward lines. There's tradition too. Orlando's in the playoffs for the 5th time in the last 6 seasons. Florida's only missed the postseason once in 21 years. Note this statistical trend. During the regular season, the Solar Bears were last in the league on the penalty kill. So far in the playoffs, they're second best. Manchester, the only lower-seeded team to post a first-round playoff victory, is hoping to turn a new playoff page against first-year Newfoundland. In 8 matchups during the regular season, the Monarchs won just once, and that was in a shootout. Manchester was very impressive in eliminating Adirondack in 5 games to get to the North Division title round. However, it still has work to do in the penalty kill. Of the 10 goals allowed to the Thunder in the first series, 6 of them came while the Monarchs were shorthanded. The division regular season champion Growlers would figure to already be playoff battle tested. All 4 of their first round wins against Brampton were by 1 goal, and 3 of those came in overtime. In those 4 victories, Newfoundland goaltender Michael Garteg allowed just 6 goals. In the Mountain Division, the top 2 regular season finishers face off for the title. Idaho tied a league record by playing in 4 overtime games during its opening round series versus Utah. The Steelheads were the first ECHL team to take a series by winning 4 times in OT. Both teams have excellent goaltending. Tulsa's Devin Williams was tops in the league in goals against average during the regular season. Idaho's Thomas Scholl was third. Tulsa, which defeated Kansas City to earn its first ever Kelly Cup playoff round victory, was paced by scoring machine Alex Dosty against the Mavericks. He leads the Kelly Cup playoffs so far with 13 points in 7 games. Teammate Steven Perfetto chipped in with 11 points in the first round. The Central Division features another clash of top 2 teams from the regular season. Cincinnati and Toledo have lots in common. They both have excellent veteran goaltenders, several experienced defensemen, lots of scoring options up front, and of course, they're both from Ohio. The Walleye do have a size advantage. Whether they'll be able to use it against regular season league-leading scorer and ECHL MVP Jesse Schultz might determine which team advances to the Western Conference Final. An interesting wrinkle to this series, building availability makes this a 1-3-3 format. Considering the Cyclones have lost just 3 games in regulation time at home this season, including the playoffs, the pressure will be on Toledo to win at Huntington Center in games 2, 3, and 4.
Voices of the ECHL. Today, Isaac Berky of the Kalamazoo Wings. How did you get started in hockey broadcasting?
I grew up playing hockey. I got into the game when I was about 8 years old in Nashville, and the Predators came to town. And for me, it was a way to stay involved in a game that I knew I wasn't good enough to play past the college level. So I got involved with on-campus radio at Adrian College, and everything kind of took off from there.
What's your favorite ECHL road city?
I think I would have to probably say Charleston. I got a chance to spend probably 5 or 6 days off there last year. And it's a great city, very walkable city once you get to downtown. A lot of good food and a lot to do.
Similarities between your 2 ECHL stops, Norfolk and Kalamazoo.
They're both good organizations with a very good history to them. Kalamazoo in their 45th year, this year Norfolk in its 30th year. They both have some very devoted fan bases and a lot of fans that have been around since the beginning. And I think that makes them really fun places to be because you have fans that, they remember your Kevin Shamahorns in Kalamazoo or your John Brophy and your Dennis McEwens in Norfolk. They remember those guys, and it makes it a lot of fun to kind of be able to be there and to talk hockey with some of these people.
What's the best part of your job?
I mean, I get to watch hockey every day. I get to be around the game that I've grown up playing and the game that I love, and I get to travel and meet some great people and hear some great stories. I think one of the great things about hockey is the people you get to meet and be around within this game. There's not really a bad egg, so it makes every day fun.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Manchester, New Hampshire. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on all our social media channels. It's the best way to keep up to date on everything that's going on throughout the Kelly Cup playoffs, especially on Twitter. We update things on a game-by-game basis. You don't want to miss it. Make sure to join us again in 2 weeks as we wrap up the division finals and look ahead to the conference finals of the Kelly Cup playoffs. I'm Barry Schickling. See you then.